when we left off our adventurers, they headed out towards a new city that they're looking for. During this endeavor, you entered into a area where it was frozen over. The area seems to be in a perpetual. It's staying around unless something else intervenes. After a while, you figured out a few things about the area. There was a hidden ice cavern that was slowly beginning to melt, and through the night, for staying there, you encountered a frost dragon and a weird frozen worm. Not worm as in dragon, but as in a giant frozen worm. But attacking and fighting, you managed to subdue it because ultimately you figured out that it was a summon. So you were able to dispel the spell, even though you didn't really know it. But it lucked out. Thankfully enough, with your assistance, the frost dragon was more or less settled with this idea, giving you gifts for helping it, and some of you trying to ride it. It didn't really work out. You headed out to rest for another night, and now you wake up roughly 8 hours after that. The first to wake were Hallowoo and Cerberus. They had a extensive conversation, which I, off the record, did not get a chance to read. And then Byroth and Caitlin awoken to finish off the conversation, which again did not have a chance to read. So whatever happened there, it happened.
We were just chatting.
After awaking, Civ and Raelta were the last ones to wake up. Gavin, you don't know if he ever went to sleep. But seeing as you're all awake now, he simply states, "All right then, is everyone ready? Big day today."
I think we have ransacked this village for all its secrets.
Yes, I believe so. Don't really know, but 50-50 good bet, 50-50 not bet. But if we stay here, we'll likely encounter whatever the heck is, may still be around.
Saying we ransacked, it makes it sound like so wrong.
We explored the remains of my old village, is what we did.
And stole their shit. So yes, ransacked is an appropriate term.
They are all. I should be more compassionate.
Perhaps
Out
it
of
should be a
game.
bit more sensitive about the subject.
Yes.
I took nothing from this place.
I missed my village and we gave them a proper burial.
And
So-
also last game we did get the Shard of Sin, right?
You did.
You gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
so-
there's a new shard of sin in this group.
I have it in my bag of holding right now.
You do. What was I gonna say? Anyways, Gavin simply states, "Well, one way or the other, we still should head out. The descriptive terms of what we use and what we did here, let's discuss them another time."
We are burning daylight. Let us make way. Follow the map.
All right, follow me. A few hours later, and getting closer to the outskirts of the frozen area, you're completely based off of the map, you're completely bypassing the mountain range known as the Razor's Edge Mountains. So you're just cutting around it and then heading towards this area. However, Cerberus, due to your new weapons ability, oh wait, you said you hit it. This is the only thing I actually read off of that thing. I mean, it's not like it's in a different dimension. You sense 4 hostile enemies to the northeast. Oh.
just got back.
Cerberus, due to your new weapons ability, you sense 4 threatening beings to the northeast. You don't? Is it a different dimension? Because that's the only way that would work.
How good of a passive perception do we need to sense these 4 guys?
I mean, eventually you will be able to see them. You just haven't round the corner. Different dimension, just felt like a waste character-wise for this dragon. A paladin sword is weak, but gives that enchant, so I'm opting to just revoke it, or it's been swapped. Yeah, okay, if you want to swap the item, you can swap it for something similar rarity. Okay, so you get here, running the corner, so at this point, your past perceptions of 15 and up would be able to see the creatures.
Yeah, it's basically everybody, I think.
My pass was 14, but maximum range is 16.
I see it.
Okay. Gavin just barely sees it. Looking towards the rest of you, he simply states, "Alright then, there's about 4 frozen skeletons in front of us. What do we do?"
Personally, I'm not afraid of skeletons. We could have pincer movement. Someone moves off the side, I draw attention.
Can I shoot them with my guns?
Yeah,
Literally.
but I think Cerberus just went ahead.
Oh,
I mean, you can
never
still
mind.
shoot.
Oops. Okay.
Meh. I'll shoot. Fire bullets at them.
Do you still want to be on my horse if you do that?
Oh, I forgot I was on the back of your horse.
Oh, I forgot to
You're
go live.
you're in front of Caitlin.
I mean, I don't want to. Oh, cool. Hold on. Let me load this up. You know what? For now, I'll just be on the back of your horse and not do anything.
Fire off to go
Load
back,
this up
Cerberus
so I
up.
can see what's going on.
Thing is, Caitlin puts you in front
Thank
of her. Caitlin's using the range from like you're so like
What?
Because you're better at
What?
animals, probably.
Okay.
not an animal.
Before you take a ranged shot, Relta, Caitlin helps you up on her horse. Heading forwards with Byroth Cerberus, you encounter these things.
Yeah, I'd be behind Cerberus because I think she moved up before. And it's like, oh shit, she's up there. Oh, okay, let's go catch up.
Hey Barth, can you move her up a little bit?
He is a king.
You just can't forget the cat. Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh, there we go. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, so for now, I'm just chilling on the back of her horse.
Okay.
Figure out, because you said Cerberus went off and barged in?
Well, not really barged in. As Cerberus goes into the area, Byroth and Caitlin and Relta head forwards as well. Cerberus bows right in front of the fire. The skeleton turns and gesturing towards the fire in an exemplary way of "may I," not really speaking it, but perhaps saying it in the gesture. They immediately hiss, going, "Go ahead and roll turn order."
Gosh.
Why
Let
aren't
me
we
know
deleting?
it's time to actually put it in. Are you ready for turn order, Dogma?
Yes.
Whoops. I think I just rolled Whittle
You just rolled.
Kitties instead of Rialta.
Oh, that's a fun part to come back to.
That's whatever. They go together anyways.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Should we just use Whittle Kitty as Rialta?
No,
I mean,
you made a mistake.
Alright.
that's
Ah.
Little Kitty.
Also, I think I accidentally deleted Byrot's actual role.
You deleted
Oh,
both of their roles.
oh no, what'll I have to do?
Little Kitty lives on.
Let's see, Byroth is 9. Byroth is
I
9.
was 9. I remember.
You're
It's also a
familiar, but
It's also in
it
chat.
goes on my turn now.
Hey, it's Caitlin, Hallowoo,
Are there
Cerberus. Wait, why is the cat back?
Did you delete Maximilian's character? Did you delete Maximilian's?
I guess.
Feels bad, dog.
I
Oh.
feel like that's very indicative of how we came into this battle. Just like, what? Oh shit, what? Ah! Cat's on my head.
Oh, you know what? I think I did because I wanted them to go on your turn. But if you wanted them
Oh,
to go different
Did you?
turns, it's fine.
No, alright. If you wanted to go on my turn, I could just do that. It's fine.
Nah, it's all good. Just make sure it doesn't take too long.
Okay. So they look like they're gonna fight her, right?
They immediately became hostile.
Alright. I'm going to get off the horse. Do 5, 10, 15 feet over here. And hit them with an Eldritch Blast. I am a 11th level caster right now, so that's 3 Eldritch Blasts. All regular.
All right. Does it? All the same one?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. As Cerberus gestures her hand straight towards the fire, you see all of them really, hiss and begin to lunge forwards. As they lunge forward, before they even manage to grab onto her sleeve, Caitlin, you blow up the hand in front. It hits the ground, and making sure you get them, you hit them in the chest again. It caves in their chest, but they are still moving. As the hand on the ground, that also hits, begins to move straight towards the body, you hit it again for another 15 points of damage. It disintegrates the hand, but the rest of the body is still up. It definitely looks hurt, but this thing is staying up.
For my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith,
All right. Pegasus.
and that's my turn. Pegasus is going to fly up, then down. Moving over here, kicking this one. Same one Caitlin was fighting.
All right.
You don't think it's gonna attack.
Check 19. As your Pegasus aims towards the frozen over skeleton, it hits the back of its hind leg straight towards its butt. It almost hits into the fire, but it stands its ground. You do believe it is bloodied, but it is still standing.
Okay, and that's the Pegasus turn.
All right. Hallowoo.
I'm going to, on my broom, fly. Are any of them holding weapons?
No, they do have like weapons to their side, but they have yet to draw them out.
Right, then I'm casting. Well, not casting. I'm putting Bardic Inspiration on Caitlin.
All right.
Bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Start playing Song of Insightfulness.
All right.
Not quite sure if that's all that it does or if something's wrong, but that's what I managed to write out during session.
Yes, as long as you continue to play it.
Yeah.
Let's see. When you take an action, you can play the Song of Insightfulness, which allows colleagues, friends to have an advantage on their next attack roll in the next minute. For yourself, this encounters an advantage on anything in the next minute. You can do this once per turn. Yes.
Okay.
So is that like concentration because she has to keep playing, or is it just for until the beginning of her next turn?
It is technically considered concentration as it is a performance. So as long as the song is played and nothing prevents this, you would still have it. However, if the song ends in any particular way, due to an attack, she would then have to roll concentration save. Otherwise, it immediately ends, and if you haven't attacked by that time, then you don't have it.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? I believe it was bonus action and movement.
Bonus action, movement, and action. So nothing else for me.
All right. Cerberus.
Good question.
I heard good question.
Yeah, that's all I said.
So they're hostile, but they haven't drawn their weapons yet.
They're hostile, ready to attack. The only reason they haven't drawn their weapons is because their turn hasn't commenced. All right. Quarterstaff, unarmed. With your quarterstaff, you aim straight for the creature in front of you. You hit it, bashing it in. It's still alive, barely. But with your unarmed strike, you aim for its jugular. However, it doesn't have one, and you completely whiff. I mean, not completely. It was like an inch away.
And that's my turn.
Okay, do you have the feat that does not encounter, what's it called?
That would be a bonus action from a rogue.
He's asking if you have mobile.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then nothing happens. The creatures now draw their weapons, one after the other after the other. They are hostile. Looking around, they shout out again as if they're doing something. Oh man, this was specifically towards the weapon you guys just got. Oh well, they shout out again in a howling nature. And then the creatures, they'll go for Byroth because he's the closest and biggest looking. Rialta's technically in the air, so she's kind of safe.
Rialta's on the ground.
Okay, they'll go for Rialta. What to throw her under the bus.
Because the Pegasus has landed to attack.
Yeah, it landed, but I'm still on its back. I haven't moved off of it yet.
Yeah, you're still on
would they-
Pegasus.
Did they attack Maximilian or Rialta?
Let's
Who
see.
can say?
Nice. I mean, nice for a GM. Not nice for you, Byroth.
You didn't flank me.
They move around you, which is unfortunate. Go ahead and make a grappling check. Your athletics or acrobatics versus their athletics.
16.
Nice. They only have a +2, but only one of them really needs to grab you. And both of them failed.
Rah!
As they try to grab you hand in hand, you just bash them in the face. You don't do any damage, but they are concussed for the moment. The other two then try to grab Rialta. Rialta's slash Spyro, go ahead and roll athletics or acrobatics versus their athletics.
Rialta
The number to beat is 10.
Are they trying to pull her off the mount?
No, they're trying to grab her.
Ooh,
Uh,
Rialta rolled way better.
So much for team tactics. Okay. Trying to grab Rialta, the horse just hits them both in the head somehow. One with the wings and the other with a hoof. Luckily enough, both of you are fine. Unfortunate. Cat's turn.
Little kitty disengages and runs away. It's a scary situation.
Oops. Did
Little
not need to do
kitty, be safe.
That's the little kitty's turn. Oh shit.
Byroth.
That was range.
Just checking some range here. That'll be good. So I guess the first thing I do would be cast Turn Undead.
Cool. Didn't know you had that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Each undead within 30 meters of me must make a Wisdom saving throw, which I believe is DC 16 now. Or maybe it's 17.
That sucks.
Yeah, either way. Oh.
Their wisdom is
So it has to.
-1, so
Oh my god.
15 and 6. How?
No, that
What's the
fails.
distance? 30? I think one
Yeah.
more needs to make it. Oh no, all
Yeah.
4.
It's 17 is the magic number.
Oh, all of them fail then.
My spell save. Yeah, so, and if any of them are, this is like the DME bit that I don't really understand, but if any of them are CR half or below, they're instantly destroyed. Oh, if they're CR 1, oh wait, we're level 12? If they're CR 2
If
or
they're-
below, they're instantly destroyed.
They are still there.
But they have to spend their turn running away from me.
That's fair. Totally fair.
And as a bonus action, I'll cast Spiritual Weapon at 4th level, so that's 4d8. And I will put it right there. So this guy... And I have advantage on this attack, right? Because it's a spell attack, and the song is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's gonna be 3d8 plus 5. I'll have to add plus 2. So that hits, I assume, 25.
That does hit. I should have cheated and went straight for Haliville.
So that is... but I have to add 2d8 to that because I cast at level 4.
Yeah.
Jesus, so 12 damage total.
Which one?
The one it's beside.
I'm
The
assuming the
purple
left.
square. No, I've cast it up here by Rialta.
Oh.
The purple square is me.
Okay.
Me and Caitlin can handle these jabronis.
Caitlin's about to dip.
Oh yeah, you're about to run away.
Hitting the creature, you hit it with a concussive force of 12, which is admittedly not terribly great, but because you guys have been hitting it over and over again, it dies.
Woo!
Symbolized
Dang.
by this mark. Why won't my mouse work properly today? Crossbones. As it falls to the ground, the ice no longer keeping its bone structure properly. It just hits the ground in a large clatter. Mainly because I don't know if that's the one that has the turn order. So, that's what happens.
Wait a minute, these things are made out of ice?
And bone.
Interesting.
Anything else?
Bone ice.
By roll.
They've got bone ices. No, that's me. I'm done.
Rialta.
Locks up and can't decide what to do. Jeez.
You've got an ice skeleton beside you and a shotgun full of fire stakes.
Can I move behind like Caitlin?
You can, but that would invoke
They-
2
nope,
attacks of
They
opportunity.
don't. It would
No,
not
Oh,
because
it
they're
wouldn't.
frightened.
Right.
It wouldn't
frightened.
because they're afraid.
They don't get a reaction because they're running.
Will Maximilian? What? Is it Maximilian?
Yes.
It's Maximilian.
And internet lag. This is why I don't know anybody's name.
It is Maximilian, yes.
Okay. Would it react if I told it to go near you, or would it just be like, "You're not my master. I don't want to do that."
Probably the second one.
Plus, it's got its own turn.
Although it's been
Uh,
dying a lot thanks to Caitlyn, so it might roll.
All right. Well, if I'm not sure if this thing's gonna move against these things, I'm just gonna shoot the one that's to the top left of me with my, because I've been dying to use them. Fire bullets from my gun. Have I used them before? I think I have used them before.
I think you
Or
used
actually-
your
I'm not even
gun-
sure you shot your gun this campaign yet.
I think you used the bullets, but the bullets. I don't think you've ever shot it. Okay.
I don't think I. Yeah, I don't think I've ever shot it. So yeah, let's do that.
All right. Realta / Spyro. Oh, that's really
Thanks for rolling for me. I swear I'll have a computer really soon.
good. Don't worry about it. We found ways around it.
I know, and you guys are amazing, and I really appreciate it. And I'm hands together appreciative. Thank you.
All right.
Really?
Go ahead and add another D6 to that because this is their attributed weakness. You would have a crit against these creatures. Is basically what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it like internet lagged so bad for me that I heard like go ahead and that's all I heard, and I was like, what?
Byroth, go ahead and roll one more D10. He might be away from keyboard. Nope. Oh, that's
I think you did it.
Sorry.
fine.
Sorry.
Looking behind you, trying not to get attacked again, you take out your gun, and thankfully enough, because it's a gun, not a crossbow, you don't encounter the whole disadvantage thing. So you just shoot it in the face. However, you do have an advantage, so Byroth, go ahead and roll the gun again in case she rolls a crit. We'll just ignore the damage. Nope. Hitting it with enough force that it kind of puts Byroth's damage into shame. Ironically enough, because you did more damage than he did. I don't know.
It was weak
I'm a
to
good-
fire. She shot it with
I'm a-
fire thing.
I'm a good shot. It's a nice thing, and yeah, I figured fire bullets.
Anything else? Are you gonna move from the area? You can, as Byroth pointed out, you can move without being attacked.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave Maximilian behind.
That's fair.
I assume that when I cast Turn Undead, I said something like, "Begone, you foul beast," and they're like, "Ah!"
Oh no, Hallowoo, update killers. I know the pain.
And is
And
there
with that,
anything
I
else
take my turn to dash the fuck away.
Okay, as you dash away, you hear someone rustling inside the tent.
I don't think you have to dash.
I have to dash.
I think
You
she
can-
just
no,
wants
you-
to.
All right.
Oh, actually, I lost you. Oh, you're all the way at the end.
for?
Yeah,
I just
no,
gotta-
you do have to dash. Sorry. See you in a minute.
Actually, I have a better way to get the fuck up out of here.
Your horse that you left
Hell
behind that I'm
yeah.
on the back of?
Peace.
Technically, it says you can only use dash.
Yeah, I can only use dash or try to escape from an effect that prevents it.
Oh,
So you jump on the back of the horse with me.
I'm gonna
we
jump
both
on the
dash
back of the
away
horse.
Together.
and because amazingly enough, my horse comes right after me.
Okay.
dash or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. Not just try to escape in general.
Yeah.
I can dash to my horse.
Horse's turn.
The horse is gonna dash with me.
Okay. Relta and Caitlin and the Pegasus horse are now just gone.
It flies over 180 feet.
Yeah, you're off screen at this point. Okay.
Oh, little kitty.
You're kind of stuck there now. At least for a
Nope,
while. When's the next save?
There is no next save.
It's a minute.
Honestly,
It's just a minute.
honest-
Relta, you can make a reaction to jump off the horse. Otherwise, you're just going to be out of combat for a while.
Bill. Yeah, I think. No, I think I will because I don't want to leave my teammates behind. Like I figured we would like move far back enough to be behind enemy lines.
Okay.
So, can I do something where I jump off a little
yeah.
further away from the enemies, where I'm not in like their range?
As you enter
Is
into
that
the
possible?
Yeah, as you enter into the air, you can make a reaction acrobatics check. Caitlin is bolting out of there, so it's pretty high. Acrobatics. Oh,
Oof. Do I like stumble off and hurt myself, or
N-
do I stay on the horse because I got stuck and I'm being dragged behind it?
it's not a 1, so I'm not gonna make you hurt yourself. But you accidentally trip, almost falling head first, so you grab onto the horse for life, and now you're kind of out of combat.
No.
But you didn't die, and you
I'm
didn't
gonna
take
plead
damage.
with Caitlin.
And I'm sure,
can't-
I'm sure you believe that'll work.
We
You'd have
can't
better
leave
luck.
them
You'd have
behind.
better luck with Maximilian.
Okay.
I know. Maximilian, please turn back.
On your next turn, you can attempt to jump on one of the trees, but this turn, you're kind of going away.
And this is when I wish I would have taken transfer plants when I wanted to. What is it? Transport via plants?
I think so.
Fuck.
Hello.
Yeah, and I was like, I want that, and I wrote that down in my notes one time, and then I never actually put it in my spell rotation. So fuck me.
Hello's
Alright,
turn.
Hollywood's turn.
Can I fly up diagonally
Yeah.
this 30 feet? So I'm not like close enough to the skeletons for them to attack me, but I'm still playing the song. But as I'm playing the song, I'm looking down and just like, this is a real mood change between what she was like yesterday. Bardic inspiration, even though I'm
Okay.
concentrating on something.
All right. I mean, that's not a problem.
Wait,
you can still
wait.
do Bard without
I know.
Didn't
ruining your performance.
Caitlin have Bardic Inspiration for that Wisdom save that she failed,
Mhm.
which you didn't use?
I did not.
You did, unless you used it.
I didn't use it.
Then you had Bardic Inspiration.
I did.
Caitlin doesn't need
He's
to technically
choosing
use
not
it.
to use it.
Yeah. Although that is a good point. Another good point. As you head towards that direction, Halloween, because I kind of forgot because I wanted to see if Caitlin or Relta would stick around. A person comes out of the tent, like a living elemental person, a genasi, if you will.
Oh, what do they look like? Because my game's currently frozen and I can't see.
Entering
Oh.
to the area out of the tent, I mean, I think it's still broadcasting, so I just moved
Know
it.
the feels.
There.
It's
Entering to the area, it seems to be a rather tall man individual. His very aura around him, his form seems to be moving. It seems like fire, but at the same time, it is blue in color. He has 3 other flames in front of his hair, emulating what would kind of look like highlights, with makeup adorned on him that would resemble that of an actor or performer.
Oh, god damn it, I want to go down and talk to him now.
I mean, you don't know if he's good or evil, but he's kind of handsome.
Hallyu just fucking. looks at Byroth, looks at the performer, and just tells her cat to go help Byroth out, basically giving Byroth the help action on its turn, along with Bardic Inspiration.
Neat.
Her eye on him at the moment.
All right.
Thank you, Hollywood. You know, these are probably his skeleton.
She's just looking at him at the moment.
All right. So you're heading towards the performer person?
Yep.
Okay. You said your game was frozen, so I'm gonna move
I mean, technically,
you.
technically not in this turn because I've used all my movement.
You're like in the air heading towards them then.
Okay.
Let's see. Bonus. You can command your cat with a free action. That's perfectly fine. You still have an action if you want to take it.
Oh, I was just assuming I'm still playing the song, so that
Oh,
would be...
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, once you stop, the action cuts off, so everyone else would have... You know. Okay. Cerberus.
Oh, and it loads. And preferably doesn't crash.
Oh, is Windows updating for you too?
No, laptop.
Ah.
Very old.
There's an enemy. Yeah, you see it now. Right?
First on the left, second on the right.
Hits.
And the first
That's-
one would have advantage because of the song.
Nope.
No?
Okay. They both still hit. Aiming for the beings around Byroth, you hit first the left and then the right. And then you double back. Let's see, 10, 11, these guys weren't hit really. I mean, not really. Byroth did some damage, I guess. He like kicked him in the shin. Sorry, I keep
I
giving
don't think I
Byroth.
did any damage. I just told them to run away. And
I
then I
know.
killed one of them. Oh, I guess like when they tried to grapple me.
I don't know, I just keep messing with you. Cerberus entering into the area bashes into these two creatures. They turn around, but they don't really attack you, mainly because they're kind of afraid right now.
They shouldn't be anymore.
Has
Oh
it
yeah,
been a
they
minute?
took damage.
Oh, right.
They've
They
taken
took
damage.
They still can attack you, though. You have that thing that won't allow me to. So quickly stepping back, it is their turn. Hissing about, they begin to aim straight for... Let's see. They're not smart, so one of them would go for Cerberus, giving Byroth an attack of opportunity. And one of them would
Nice.
go for Byroth. Halu's still in the
Sorry,
air.
my attack of opportunity is going to be a spell. Give me a sec. Because
Mhm.
I'm a warcaster.
Nice. Let's see. How far is the group? It can go and attack Byroth without an issue. It can go for Civ, but it won't be able to reach Civ. Oh, I can attack the cat. And may that mean? Yes.
I gasped at that. Don't attack the cat. I was like, shit.
Shit, I couldn't hear for a sec. Hello?
Hello?
You
Hello.
leave little kitty alone.
Hello?
Mm,
The one that I have an opportunity attack on, I'm going to cast blindness on. Because I'm a warcaster.
Okay, it's the one heading
So-
towards Cerberus.
Yep. DC 17.
What kind?
Wisdom.
-1. 6. Aiming straight, let's see, blindness. So he can't see?
Yep.
Okay, disadvantage on its attacks, but it can't really see anyways. Aiming straight for Cerberus. It draws out blade. It seems to be a strange sickle-like device. Let's see, disadvantage +2. So, oh, that's a negative number. I mean, that's a 3. That's a 1 and a 20. What are the
20
Okay.
times 20.
Aiming straight towards Cerberus. Cerberus is easily able to outpace this creature, but it draws near and then drops its sickle. It hits the ground and trips. It's now prone on its next turn.
I'm assuming the other one attacks me.
The other one aims straight towards you. Let's see, drawing out its own sickle. It doesn't have advantage or disadvantage, it's just using its bladed weapon now. Plus, that's a 13.
Not even close.
You know, aiming straight towards you, it just bonks on your armor. The other one attacks the cat. That's a 12. That's 12 hit cat.
Has the
you
other
trying
one
to-
taken damage?
Targeting little kitty.
Yes.
It has. It got shotgunned. Son of a gun.
What's his chance to hit little kitty?
12.
Why did we run away?
Yeah,
Why
that's-
did you run away?
Because Byroth used fucking turn undead.
Yeah, but he's a.
I'm an undead. What do you
Undead?
mean?
You
But
had
he had
two
already
different
used-
sources of inspiration that you ignored. Anyway,
Time out. He already used it. It's already been casted. You weren't affected by it. Why did you run away?
Caitlyn was affected by it. Caitlyn failed the wisdom save. Caitlyn's a vampire, which is undead.
she
So when
got
Byroth
off.
used it, it also affected Caitlyn for being right next to him.
Yeah.
Mm.
which is a thing I forgot about.
I think we all forgot
Yes.
except for you.
I remember.
Right?
That's what I mean, except for you.
Nobody. You could have played it cool and nobody would have known.
It's funny. The cat takes 4 damage.
No! You could have dropped me off at least. Mm.
You could have got off the horse at any time.
Oh
I
no.
tried to!
Bring
I
back,
failed my fucking
Alright.
bring back the cat. Actually, I'll bring back the cat. As it hits
Cat's
through the
dead.
sickle,
I really
as
tried.
it hits, the body then materializes strange ice on its body, slowly encapsulating it into a block of ice. Byroth.
Does the cat count as my ally for flanking?
Not if it's frozen and, like, quite
No,
literally-
Halliwoo's cat.
Oh, not if it's frozen, but it's not, so yes.
Shoot, I didn't mean to do that.
Are you not able to move your token?
No, I just had it on draw.
Oh.
So
By the
flank.
way, the cat is giving Byroth the help action as well.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's...
So I'm
Go ahead.
Right. Just wondering if I should go save Little Kitty.
I mean,
If it's a familiar, it'll come back.
you saw it turn into a block of ice.
Yeah, no, it'd be fun. I'm gonna attack this one. So I have advantage and flanking? Or is that just regular?
It would just be advantage.
Yeah. However, my weapon attack does do 1d8 fire damage. I don't know how that's gonna change things, but 26 to hit.
26 does hit.
Gee, that was a low roll. I rolled a 1 on my fire damage.
It is fire, so another roll for that dice would work. So go ahead and roll one more d8. Nice. Better.
Yeah, that's better. And then I will also move down my spiritual weapon. Boom. Doesn't get flanking. Okay, so can I use my flanking advantage on this one and my Halliwoo song advantage on the spell attack?
I don't think weapons get advantage. I could be wrong, but I don't
It's a
think they do.
magical. It's a magical attack. That's all I'm.
Talk about
Mm,
spiritual weapon.
yeah.
It doesn't get advantage.
Curses.
So no. I like the
19 to
idea,
hit.
but
Oh,
no.
Sorry, I left advantage on, but the
It's
first one
fine.
was 19.
It's still 19. It does hit.
And the magic attack, plus another 2d8 because I casted it at 4th level.
Okay. Nice. Aiming for the creature, you
Nice.
do see it now bloodied. As bloody as a skeleton in ice can be. It begins to hiss even louder. Its bones begin to shake. Cerberus, you see the one in front of you begin to shake as well. If the cat was still present, it would see it shake as well. And Halawu, as you're in the air, you see the one that you hover over shake as well. It is now
My turn is done.
It is now Rialta's turn.
Okay.
Henny?
And I'm really far with Caitlin. So because I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear why we ran away. I'm gonna ask her why we ran away, figure out why we ran away, and then ask Caitlin, please, can I know Baroth was inconsiderate and probably forgot you were undead because you're so lively and awesome. Can you please send your horse back to the battle so I can help them out?
Roll persuasion, Rialta?
Huh?
Roll persuasion. Basically, Byroth roll persuasion.
Yep.
Would allow Caitlin to take another roll if you roll well enough. Oh, that's a
Dude,
20.
I'm so sorry that we forgot you were undead.
It was bad, dog. I'm out here talking about my vampirism every day, all every session.
I know. It's just like we're so undead and we make so many points about it. And it's just like, oh, in battle, the heat of the moment, you know.
What do you mean you're undead?
Persuasion 20, please.
Rialta
Please.
is able to
I'm so sorry, Caitlin.
help Caitlin refocus, giving her another chance to roll her save.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Welcome back.
Aw.
That beats my 17.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Caitlin. I love you.
Alright.
Caitlin, you refocus. You're still 180 feet away. There's no changing that. But you're back in the game.
And we can race back over there, maybe, because my plead for us getting back in the battle. I don't think we'll be able to attack this turn, but
You
maybe we can get
can-
back over
Because
there.
you're not moving per se, you can hold your action until you get close enough in range.
Yeah.
So, Caitlin.
Ugh, excuse me. God. I'm gonna hold my action for when we get in range to fire.
Yes. And me
Fire
too.
Eldritch Blast.
Dark
And I'll
Pegasus.
shoot my gun.
Dark Pegasus goes back.
And I hug Caitlin so close, and I'm so sorry. This is such a blunder.
Then I'm gonna fire my Eldritch Blast.
All right. As you head into the area, Caitlin, you felt almost a strange. It felt like ripping to you, as if you stuck a very, very sticky bandage on your skin and ripped it off. And then underneath you, you see little Kitty, frozen in as an icicle.
So I'm gonna target this one.
Okay. Does it?
Rialta, did you hold any specific action?
I just wanted to. I think I said I wanted to shoot at them with my gun when I got in there.
Yes.
I really honestly want to change that and be like, I want to go over to Little Kitty and be like, are you okay? And melt the ice around. My head's cold. Can you warm it up for me? But
you're
no,
still in
I'll
the air.
stick with what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stick with what I said. I said I would hold action to shoot
Alright.
my gun,
thankfully enough-
fire bolts at them.
Caitlin got it close to near death, so if you shoot that one, it's possible it'll just die.
Now, do we get advantage, or does she get advantage for being within the Halu spell or song range, or no?
For this first attack,
Just
but Repta only has
She
one attack.
wasn't there when she cast it. So
Just shoot. I was there for the first one, but not the second one. So just shoot it.
You will
Whatever
Natural
I
20.
roll, I roll.
Natural
Whatever
20.
I roll. That's why. I'm like, whatever I roll, I roll. I'm not in charge of anything.
It is fire, but this is already killing it. Aiming straight.
Sorry, is that a natural 20 and then 2 natural, like the highest it could possibly be?
Yeah.
Yep.
The
then
revenge
it's
of Little
double.
Kitty is here.
Can I ask for a favor and be like, it was so powerful that the fire from the fire bullet melted the ice around Little Kitty?
Roll persuasion for GM.
I hope you didn't realize that cat's dead either way.
I'll roll you persuasion.
Thank you.
Natural 1.
Nah, that ain't happening.
You ain't bringing it back from the dead. It has 1 health.
I mean, there's a different reason why it probably wouldn't work, but anyways. Caitlin, you see your cat frozen as a popsicle. You begin to shoot Eldritch Blast after Eldritch Blast. Relta, being the person that actually been paying attention to the cat, feeding it, playing with it, taking it on the walks. You think it's a dog for some reason? I don't know. You
I
get
love dogs.
upset and just shoot the skeleton that's beneath you straight through the head as it falls to the ground. As it falls to the ground dead, it begins to rattle and shake.
Headshot.
Dun, dun, dun.
Halibut. If you're back.
I like levitate down to be about 20 feet above him.
Alright.
Hey, you friendly or not? Because I really want to know before I start, trying to pull the moves on, sort of thing. And she just looks over to the others and she's just like, oh, you came back then.
Go ahead and roll
The
persuasion.
Fire for use. Persuasion, you say?
Persuasion. I mean, Byroth already sucked up that negative. That's not bad. It's not a 1, thankfully enough. Let me roll something for him.
Sorry, I still can't get over how much overkill on that last shot the Rialta did was. That's literally the maximum damage she could possibly do. That was 48 damage. Not
Killed it.
not including any firebomb.
Yeah, that's crazy. But anyways, going back to topic. The man looks towards you and goes, hey, is there any reason why you're attacking our warning skeletons?
Attacked us first. Do you want me to tell them to stop?
I mean, looking around, if you want to continue, go ahead. My friend in the tent can probably make more. You want to just get this out of your system.
Just turn to the others and just say, he's friendly. He hovers all the way down to be on his level, just sat on the broom next to him.
All right. You can tell that if you touch the ground, he is roughly a foot taller than you. He's pretty tall, but you're not exactly gigantic either.
No, I'm short. I'm like 5'1", I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I made him 6 feet even. Yes, I did.
Sure.
But he's pretty tall. Anything else?
That's it for now.
All right.
Yeah, that's it for now.
Cerberus.
I'd like to think
Wait.
that as soon as Halliwoo says, like, oh, okay, like, it's okay, Byroth just kind of stands there as, like, the only person who's actually gotten attacked, and there's, like, a skeleton still smacking on his armor, and he's like, what?
Are you
What-
sure? Why did he attack us?
Like, not really feeling threatened anymore, but more like, what do you mean? Sorry, Cerberus, what are you up to?
Okay, just ignoring the skeleton, Cerberus just sits down by the fire. Skeleton's turn. gets up. Goes for
I mean,
Byroth.
they definitely attacked us, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to be clear about that. Cool.
The skeletons still are attacking. Specifically Byroth. They're gonna do the whole team combo thing again. So go ahead and roll athletics or acrobatics. Stop winning against these guys.
I'm proficient in
Never.
athletics. What do you want?
You just slap him in the face. Go ahead and go.
Yeah, I'm
Be
kind of
like,
like. At this point, I'm probably just like holding them out at arm's length because I am much taller than them. Allie, what do you mean they're not hostile? This is ridiculous.
I mean, you're right next to them. You would have overheard that they're warning skeletons.
Warning skeleton, they keep trying to grab me and hit me with swords. Tell them to stop or I'll break them.
That's what they
Gods.
do. They pin the person down either by blade or by themselves. Basically, they cage the being inside of a icicle shell until we either assess the enemy's output level or we just leave if they're too strong.
well, are you gonna call them off at this point, or are we gonna continue this?
I don't control them. I can call my friend if you want him to stop them.
Ugh, call them or I'll break them.
Alright. Rauta.
Nani?
It's your turn. I spent my turn trying to convince him. I've got them like hand on head, side to side.
Basically,
Yeah.
you're a high school bully holding two dweebs in your hand.
Except they're trying to bully me.
Yeah. So is his friend coming out now, or like, is it like after my turn that his friend's?
It depends
Coming out.
on what you and specifically Caitlin have done. Currently Byroth is trying to hold these two skeletons. Cerberus sat down, and Hallowoo is just chilling out with this guy.
Well, for the sake of things, I don't want my friend to get attacked at all, ever. And I don't know when his friend is actually going to come out. I will try to firebolt shoot the one on the right side of Baroth.
Alright. I mean, the guy said if you want to continue attacking these guys to get it out of your system, you can.
Well, they're attacking him right now. That's what I'm more concerned about.
So, Rauta, Byroth, go ahead and roll attack. Unless you're waiting.
Sorry, what attack?
Isn't it my turn after him?
Firebolt. Gun thing.
Mhm.
Same thing I've been using this whole.
Oh,
Fire stake. Caitlin, it would be your
I'm
turn
on.
after.
Alright, and at this point, does she have the Halliwoo's advantage or no?
Yeah, it's been around. Now within the
Okay.
range of the spell.
Mhm.
16.
16 doesn't do it though. Aiming straight for the skeleton, it hits some of the ice, just chipping it away, but not doing any actual damage.
And while I shoot at that, I'm gonna tell him, like, pretty much like call this off already, or we're gonna keep attacking them unless we feel like we're not gonna be attacked anymore.
Again, I don't control these things.
I know,
If
I
you
know.
want to attack
I'm
them,
just saying. I'm just saying, get your friend out here as soon as possible so we can end this, and then that's how I want to end my turn.
All right.
Pretty much, like, we're done with this. Let's move on.
Caitlin.
Caitlin says, "Too late. It's already over." roll me two saving throws, please, of the charisma variety for your skeletons.
Ooh, they have nothing to charisma, but it's a 14 and a 16.
Okay. The DC was 21.
They just fail, unfortunately.
Big one for it. They're banished.
So as the two nerds inside of Byroth's hand begin to call out mercy, they completely disappear. Baroth the bully now has no dweebs in his hands.
Oh, jeez.
Again, sorry for keep picking on you,
I-
Baroth. It's just fun for me.
Byroth feels powerful. He feels like if he just clenches his hands, giant worms disappear, skeletons disappear. He's a god.
Oh wow, you are a bully.
Oh no.
That's my turn.
So as you banish these two creatures, the rattling of bones begin to stop. You don't really know what that was gonna do, but combat's pretty much over. I don't know why there we go. That was weird.
Ooh, that broke up really bad for me. What did you say about me?
Oh, I said, Ralta didn't want to disappear in turn order, but it just did.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
It was weird. Don't worry about it.
No, no problem. I hope.
I don't know. For some reason, your character didn't want to stop fighting.
It's
Just
a
out of
shard I
character,
picked up.
do I know that Civ went behind the tent?
I mean,
What was that?
you will in a second. None of you knew when she did that.
Okay.
But heading forwards into the area, you all gather about. Caitlin picks up her frozen catsicle. Oops. You know what? I'm gonna say Rialta did. Because that makes more thematic sense.
I wasn't getting off the horse to pick up the cat.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Oh, I totally would have.
But
And it's a dog. No, I'm just kidding.
at this point,
It's so funny you said that, by the way, because I was gonna be like, message you later and be like, can I possibly maybe have a dog as a familiar?
that is possible, yes. But as the turn order ends, Civ jumps on top of the tent. You don't know when she appeared behind it, but she did. And now she's on top. You can all see the guy goes, okay. He then goes, hey, you mind coming out here? Then you hear someone exit out of the tent. Hello! I mean, if you all want to come out, you can come out as well. And then two more individuals will pop out.
I just want to ask at this point, do I recognize any of these people?
You might recognize this guy, the one with a flaming wick for a head. You can go ahead and roll me a history. But the other three you don't really recognize. The woman with goggles, somebody goes, hey. And the woman with silver hair goes, hi. 22. Nice. You don't know him personally, but you do know that he is a traveling. I wouldn't call him a puppeteer per se, but he does perform often and not with skeletal puppets. People often think that these are just puppets he's created, crafted, weave a tale, and they're simply just costumes sometimes. He might be a mummer. And no, he's a necromancer. You know from history, from your history roll, he summons the undead to perform plays.
Sorry, can I just say that a mummer is the perfect name for that? His makes mummies, he's a mummer. Anyway.
Did he have a stage name?
Yes, he is known as... Oh, I forgot I named him this. He's known as Lit the Bright. Ah, terrible. He goes by Lit or Bright, but the stage name is Lit the Bright. Or maybe something else next week if I decide to change it.
Hallie just immediately sits up on her broom and she just gasps with excitement. She's just like, oh, thank God, another entertainer.
Oh man, I'm forgetting his name. Oh wait, I never told you his name. Uh, why can't I remember the guy's name anymore?
I know who that looked like to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Whatever. The elemental blue person looks towards you and goes, you know about me? Then Lit the Bright simply states, no, my dear, she's talking about me. Now then, who are you?
Harry with a smug face. Do you want the full name? Or do you want my stage name?
My dear, the stage is our name, but either would work.
Just call me Hollywood the Glamorous for now.
All right. Hello, the glamour. The man underneath then states, glamorous. Glamorous. Very well then. I will probably skip that part. The man underneath then simply states, sorry about that. He can't really pronounce a lot of words.
It's fine, I go by Hollywood at the moment.
Lit the Bright then simply states, it's the wax, you see. It gets straight into my mouth. Now then, why exactly did you destroy my, performers?
One of our, party members ended up going up towards them and accidentally triggering them.
Ah, yes,
They showed no hostile intent.
Reckon they wouldn't. But if anyone becomes, let's say, if they act upon these 4 skeletons, it's kind of weird. So they immediately howl out, calling into action their own defensive systems. So if anyone acts against them in any way, it's basically they go into a howling warning system, then into defensive stance, and then into a prison stance, and then into a cage stance if somehow the enemy lives long enough. Well, I wouldn't say live. Stands long enough. They don't exactly kill more as turn people, animals, whatever interacts with them into ice.
Seems like a fitting theme for where we currently are.
I thought so, which is why I created them. Now then, is anyone frozen?
So what are you doing all the way out here?
Oh, sure, I can tell you that. The Genasi then goes, are you sure? Sure, why not? She told us her name. Might as well give a little bit more information. Sure, I guess. Right. Now then, before I get into that, is anyone frozen?
The cat is frozen.
The cat is dead.
Reality, you're muted. The 2 people who have interest in the cat are muted. Oh god.
I do not have interest in the cat. No. Kayla
Speaking
uses
of
the cat as a
cat.
tool.
My cat's coming and jumping back on the broom now that I think about it.
Cool. Civ then states, our cat companion is. All right then. Moves forwards. Gets in front of Caitlin. The wax man waves at her for some reason, and then goes, "All right. Yeah. Wow. Nearly died." He then takes his hand, gets some of this flame on top of his head, and puts it onto the ice around the cat. It slowly but surely takes away the ice forming around it. And then immediately he casts something known as...
Fuck, I'm so sorry. I gave hella interest in that cat, by the way. I'm so sorry.
That's
I had
fine.
to be muted for a minute.
That's perfectly
I'm
fine.
so sorry. And I would have like presented it like
Okay.
Please save the kitty.
Relta, you present the cat going, fix it, fix it, fix it. It goes, wow, nearly died. takes some flame on top of his head and puts it on the ice. It slowly but surely enough melts away, and then he casts something known as Healing Word. I'm sure you guys know that spell. Anyways, he begins to talk with it, and it quickly begins to breathe once more. All right then. It's a good thing I was here. Another hour and it'd be dead.
Aw, thank you so much. And I hug the person that saved the kitty.
Okay.
I hug you.
You grab him before he walks away. Also, another thing. Whoever's familiar that was, kind of not anymore.
The most.
I think he's referring to the cat.
Yes, one of the contradicting.
This does upset Caitlin.
I'm sorry, it's like breaking up for me.
It's
I
fine.
apologize.
So the cat's become alive, basically.
Yay.
Or not Caitlin's familiar. Perhaps another's.
No, currently, well, he's about to explain it. Unfortunately, one of the side effects of freezing it into a still-like structured stasis is severing any bonds it might have towards another in case it were able to dissolve, disappear, teleport. So it's kind of its own thing now. Unless it decides to
So-
willingly bond with you again.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, unless it can do it because it wants to. Because, I mean, that connection was pretty strong between Caitlin and the cat, and.
Was it?
Yes! Yes, it was!
I've
That's
never
news
seen
to me.
Caitlin take care of that cat. Not
I have
gonna
Caitlin's
not.
lie.
spawned it, and since like the
I've been-
past in-game like 5 months since like first got
I
spawned,
had that
only
ca-
Not
Rialto
know
has
how
cared.
I
cats
have-
work?
I
Do
have
you not know how
strategically
cats
kept that
work?
cat on.
I've
on
had
Rialto
cats.
the entire time.
This cat has no ties to Dropkick's character other than he summoned it.
Them and you let them do what they want to do.
It's a familiar, it has
I'm
no
kidding, I'm trying to
choice.
defend. I'm so trying to defend Caitlin right now because I'm a head owner, and I wanna believe in that.
There's
So I'm
some
gonna say,
serious
she-
Laganese going on here, and I don't
Yeah.
understand that dialect.
Basically, Realtor wants to
Hold
believe that the
on.
cat cares for Caitlin, regardless of anything else. I get that, but currently this is a
Can
free
you hear
roaming
me
familiar.
better now?
Yeah,
What's that last?
Okay.
Caitlin has done nothing with that cat. The one order that cat has had since it has been spawned was stay with Rialto.
That's odd.
I'm
Don't worry
surprised
about
like
why.
most cats it hasn't scratched you and ran away yet.
So little kitty.
Even if it scratched me and ran away, I would still be there, and that's the truth. I've had a cat bite me before and had to go to the hospital.
I think Cerberus means Caitlin.
Oh, the
But
cat biting me?
yeah, regardless,
No, I mean the person holding it.
oh yeah, that's fair. Lit then simply states, yeah, free roaming familiar, whoever wants it. Anyways, why we're here? We're here to explore an ancient ruin. You might want to be more specific. Sure. Looks towards the silver-haired woman. After you. Thanks. Anyways, while we're here, she then presents what appears to be a strange map to most people, except for you guys, because you also have a map similar to this, if not exactly the same. We came across this
And
map some time ago.
this is where I might get in trouble. Trying to think how I see it, right? I'm pretty far behind. Do I see this happen? I'm with Caitlin.
I mean, she's holding up for you
Do I
guys to
see
see.
what kind of map they're holding up?
Yeah, it's a golden colored, if not, however you can see, it is made out of gold map.
I'm so fixated on little kitty right now, and I'm worried about its existence. I'm just kidding. Oh shit. Okay, so
But the image is presented in the same manner and fashion, just a little bit different. Some of the landmarks look older than your map. So if you had to guess, this is an older version of the map. but it still works just the same as yours. The
I'm
silver-haired
looking
woman.
to s-
What was that?
I'm looking to Stiff right now with pleading eyes of please can we take them with us?
I'm on like almost the same page, but I want to be like, wow, we're going to the same place, and I have this map, and can we go together? And I'm trying to decide if that's best for our group, or if I'm just being presumptuous right now.
Well, you guys think about that. Byroth, because of his Outlander background, has an excellent memory for maps. So can I discern the differences between these two maps?
You sure can try. Go ahead and roll some survival.
Okay. 23.
Nice. You can tell there's some distinctive differences. In fact, from what you can tell, these maps are nearly identical. However, there are some overlaps that are strange. Examining both of the maps together, because Relta is currently just holding it behind her, wondering if she should show, you can tell that they would overlap quite well, but there are distinctive markers, images that don't belong on either one, but it's weird. It's as if they almost go together.
Hmm.
Cusin saves the day.
Yes.
God damn it.
They
However,
seem to be.
you can keep that to yourself or not, but the silver-haired woman then states, it's a map we found a while ago inside of a dangerous ruin. Right now we're just tracking down to see if this is a viable, safe zone for an upcoming city we're intending to develop.
Okay, well, clearly they're not all human there. Like, Candlehead isn't a human. Genasi guy isn't a human, so.
The Genasi,
God, I hope Genasi isn't a human.
the
That'd be
Canada guy
confusing.
aren't human. The two silver-haired women, you don't know exactly what they are, but Realta and probably Hallowoo, based off of her background, would know that they are Asimar. Cerberus would probably know as well. But to Byroth, they just look human.
I wouldn't.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Byroth would just. He would say the map is incomplete. Requires others. Just kind of
Pardon?
look at Rialta.
Mm.
What a coincidence! I
So
look at
you're
Rialta.
leaving it up to us, eh?
I put Brielta off my goddamn horse.
Realta, you get thrown off your horse.
For your
Why is
horse,
my
not
internet-
Caitlin's horse, your horse.
Oh, wait, sorry. You get thrown off of the Caitlin's high horse, with the now free roaming cat. Quite literally abandoning it the moment it became alive once again.
It's just like what happened with their daughter.
You want to take this outside?
Jeez Louise! Jeez Louise! Wait!
Say it out
Time
loud,
out!
please.
Time out! What's going on?
sorry. That was an
Nani,
out
what
of
did I
character
miss?
joke.
What did
Oh.
I miss?
Oh, Caitlin put you off her horse.
Caitlin
And then a
puts me
dogma
off
said-
of her horse.
And then a dogma said he abandons little kitty as soon as she becomes a live creature, and I was just like with his daughter.
Ooh.
Heyo. Yeah, that's the low blow of the night. That's an out of character joke.
But Little Kitty is all of our familiar now.
In theory. But besides that, Caitlin does kick you off her horse. You're right next to the person that holds the map open, while Byros says you need more than one piece for the map to work.
Jeez Louise, my internet is dumb. I'm so sorry. What the heck? Why is it all red? This sucks.
Are you on the Wi-Fi or your cell?
I've been switching back and forth. I'm gonna try my Wi-Fi right now. It's the new place I moved to. Sucks for internet. But okay, so I got half of what you said and I apologize, but can you please repeat it?
Caitlin takes you off her horse. You're next to the person holding the map. Byroth has stated you need more than one map for it to work.
Mm.
Halabu
Alright,
just
and-
looks at you smugly.
Nani? What would Rialta even do right now? She's so confused. And little kitty's safe, right?
The cat's
She's
fine.
all over. Okay. All right. Jeez. I'm half tempted to take this map out and be like, I think I might have clues as to. We're all going to the same place. Yeah. I have this map and it kind of looks like yours, but slightly different. No, should I even take it out? I'm so indecisive, and I'm doing
Follow
this
your
all.
heart. Follow your
I'm doing
heart.
this all. I'm
I
doing
cast
this all right
message
now.
to. I cast message
My
to
head.
Ralta.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah, I
just stand
can.
there. Oh, that's not the accent. Don't just stand there. Just tell them about the map already. You need them for the map.
Or you can steal
Okay.
it. One or the other.
Oh, is that really an option?
Anything's an option if you believe hard enough.
It's
I know,
D&D,
right?
baby.
See if I crit them hard enough, they'll die. So there's always a chance.
But I mean, do we want them with us or against us?
I mean, the skeleton warning system was difficult.
It kind of concerns me, actually.
Yeah, they killed little kitty. How do you feel about that?
I feel mad.
Yeah, go beat him
Bad.
up. Shoot him.
It would be this one then.
Follow
Oh
your
my God.
heart. Follow your
You're
heart, not
such
this.
a instigator.
Blow it
You're
as
such
candle.
an
Okay, at
instigator.
this point, is she hesitating long enough? Has it been more than 6 seconds that she's hesitated?
Yeah, probably.
You know,
Rialta and just go, are you not going to show her the map we have, since we're going to the same place?
all my thoughts are gone.
No point trying to hide it.
Rialta, do you show it?
Dude, I heard every part of that at like the worst time possible.
She outed you for having the map.
Great. That takes away everything I wanted to do. I don't know what to do anymore.
You can always come back to Caitlin and her horse. That's always an option. There's a safe place there.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can just
that
give me
is
the
my
map
safe
and I'll
place. I don't know what map you're speaking of. And I'm so glad the little kitty's alive. You like animals as much as I do, and you guys brought them back. May I see your map for a second to compare it, to not compare it, but to look at it? And
I mean, you can.
Halabu looks unamused.
I
She's
just wanna
leaning
see
off
if
her
it looks
fucking
the right-
broom.
She turns towards Lit the Bright and goes, "Do you mind?" "Certainly, my dear." He then casts what appears to be a mending spell on this map, but it's weird. He then takes out a different parchment, and then it envelops the map, and then makes it an exact duplicate of the map. "Here you are." Thanks. She then hands over that map copy to you.
Do you mind if I hold on to this by any chance?
Sure. I mean, you can come along with us if you'd like. We could use the help.
I appreciate that, but I really want to converse with my comrades before I decide something like that. I'll make my way back to Caitlin's horse.
Take your time. We need to begin packing up camp anyways.
Thank you.
I just want to know, you to know, the entire time I'm helping them pack up camp.
Okay.
Oh, this is glorious. This is fantastic.
Alright.
Come on, Ralta.
Boop.
Get off the horse.
Nani? Yes.
let's see. Let the. I mean, you're helping. So you basically get all their names by helping.
And I'll look at the map for a little while. I'll pass it on to Caitlin. I'll help them pack up at least, but I don't want to go with them.
Caitlin would say, "Do you want to look at the map in private?"
I'm really tempted to just
I
say
do.
that Halliwell at all times is making herself look as obvious a target as possible. Like, yes, you can totally stab me in the back right now if you're totally evil sort of style.
Caitlin and Rialto to fly up 180 feet so she can look at the map in
It's
private.
around 10 a.m. in the morning, Cerberus. But basically, you get all their names, Hallowoo. And whoever else is helping.
I guess Barroth will make himself useful, but basically so he can insight all of these people.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an insight then.
Right. 25?
Crack, mate.
That's pretty good. You also basically learn that there are performers. All of them. Except for the last
Yeah.
one.
Is that Lit, the guy, the obvious necromancer?
Yes.
Or no, he is a performer, you said that.
Performing necromancer, yes.
Hmm.
He's probably talking about this one. Yeah, Cora.
But everyone except for Cora are performers. You don't-
Everybody with a "the" in their name.
It's Tar the High. You don't know why it's high. You can ask if you want Lit the Bright, Jade the Blade, and Cora.
Hang on, let me fit.
Cerberus, you managed to hunt something down. It's fine if it's a rabbit, but I can imagine you just hunting down a deer.
I'm not the one hunting.
There we go.
Yeah, that's fair.
His birdie is.
No,
What's
the
your
birds.
bird's name?
Is Spectral Hawk or whatever?
Out of game. I'm sorry. What's
Let's find
her-
out in game.
I didn't ask. Oh.
Bird
never
though is
mind.
like twice the size of a regular falcon, so it could take down a deer if it wanted to. But
I don't know.
rabbits are prey to
small
travel
deer.
with.
Never mind.
But after all said and done, you guys can commune about whatever you want. But by Roth, you can basically tell that Cora has an objective to this other than creating a safe haven for a new city. However, Tar, Jade, and Lit all believe this is the true objective.
And
gonna-
do I feel like they have any difference from Cora? Like, are they all performers and then Cora was attached to them? Or is Cora somehow part of the mix from the beginning?
You learn that Cora hired them all. If they're able to get into the area where this map now stands, they would have pick to say wherever they could perform in the newfound city, as well as any treasures they might have found.
So it seems like Cora has hired this troupe of former actors to scout out this new city.
Yes, Lit has been a performer for quite some time. Jade is new to performing, and Tar is both a veteran performer as well as mercenary.
Interesting.
You know that her name stands for High, as in High Marksman, indicating her performance is with daggers and or guns.
So while we're all packing up, I'm just simply asking Lit and Jade. First thing I would ask is if they're from Lynn, and if not, where are they from? Just general chat. and then she'd be asking what their performances is, like
Okay.
they do as performers, that sort of thing.
Lit simply states, no, not from Lynn, but I have been there a few times, which is likely why you know him. However, hearing about these Forbidden Zone, I headed out, found Jade in the wilderness. He then states, you found me at the whale. Yes, the wilderness. It was a Asimar city. The wilderness. Okay. That's where we met Tar and Cora as well. Tar then goes, yeah, that's true. Also a city. I don't know why he keeps calling it the wilderness. Lit then goes, sure, if you want to call that a city. Anyways, we all got hired by Cora after... Well, she can tell you if you want, but basically she came to our performance, saw that we were all highly skilled and kind of cheap compared to other mercenaries. So, thanks to her, with a little payment and promises of we can perform in the city all we want without laws or regulations, as we had to in the whale. Unfortunately, Jade then states, are you still mad about... Yes, I'm still mad that they took all my money. Anyways, that's why we're heading out to find a place where we can perform without basically robbery. I myself create a vast army of creations and have them perform plays and the like. Jade then goes, I perform dances with blades. I can inspire people and give an array of illusions from time to time. I'm still kind of new to it. Tar then goes, I do high marksman shooting. I can shoot a clay pigeon from a distance. I basically compete against anyone that they consider themselves a top grade marksman, and then completely denounce their very skill. It helps to be better than them, but ultimately I am better than them. So basically I make them pay for losing. And that's why I chose her. She's very good at getting money back. I mean, you also chose me because I saved you from getting mugged. That too. Dropkick, yes you can.
God damn it,
Okay.
Caitlin's intimated that I know this character somehow, or we should, and now I can't get it on my head.
Oh,
Bastard.
well, you should really brain blast your way into remembering who that is then, huh?
However,
I remembered immediately when I saw it.
Civ-
And
I-
just to clarify, me and Kaylin are like 100 whatever
Yeah,
feet up in the
180
air right
feet
now.
up in the air.
yeah.
Okay, because I was like, would I have gone up the horse and tried to talk
Yeah.
to Cerberus? But yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Horse died right now.
I love how you think that's the best place to look at a map. It's like up where there's guaranteed heavy wind.
Also up where
And-
the marksman could probably shoot the horse if they wanted to.
Oh, she could.
But we're having a private conversation. We're not in battle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but if they're traitors, she could just simply shoot you out the sky and you're falling 180 feet.
I'm fine
We
with that.
weren't talking about if anybody was traitors.
Now.
No, I'm just saying if they were traitors, this would be the perfect time to attack you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it
we
would.
would, but we felt confident enough to fly up there. I don't think we would have flown up there if we didn't feel like we were in good.
Oh, that's
Alright,
not
so,
what I
Right.
thought.
so what are you
Because-
guys talking
well-
about up there? Because
Actually,
that's
first-
that's the meat of it.
as you're up there,
Yeah, I
what do you
know.
converse about?
Why don't you want to show them the map? Hollywood the Glamour seemed really interested in talking, conversing with these other performers.
Yeah, I got that too, but I'm just really nervous about everybody and if we're betrayed. And we're going to the same place, it seems like, but and I pull out the other map that I have a copy of now.
Caitlin takes a picture of it. We don't really need them. We already
Yeah.
have exactly what we want from them. The map.
Caitlin, go ahead and actually, what's your passive perception?
Terrible. 14.
Realta, is your any better?
Yeah, I think it's 18. Let me just
Okay.
check.
I was gonna say 17.
No, it is 18.
As long as it's 15, it's fine.
I forget.
You see
It's
that
17.
slowly the image that is inscribed
is
on the
it?
paper is fading away. Slowly, but it is fading away over time. Except I forgot that you have camera phones, so that
Yep.
doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, that's why I asked the Dogma, just in case it's a temporary thing.
All right. So you took a picture of it, right?
I took a picture.
And it's fading away at this point.
No, it's fading, but it hasn't faded completely away.
All right. And this is why. And I like. I'm glad you took that picture because this is why I was kind of hesitant about showing them our map because I don't know if I trust them. And obviously they gave us a copy of a map that's going to fade away in a little while, so I don't think they trust us either.
My
There's just
trust
something
is not
off.
easily gained, Relta.
You say that would
There's-
fade away in a little while. That's only if you didn't run away with it. They showed enough trust that you weren't gonna run away.
What?
You're saying that they showed enough trust to give you a map that would fade in a little while. It's only your copy that's fading. They gave you their version, which you could have ran away with, which shows that they
Yeah.
do trust you enough to give you their one and only map.
But
It's not about whether it faded or not, because you could have just yeeted away. Which, that is a hell of a lot of trust they're putting in you.
More or less.
but,
You can interpret it the way you want to, Realta, but that is a very interesting way of looking at it as well.
I mean, like as I said with Halliru, she's literally trying to make them look as non-suspicious as possible by trying to make herself look as much as the target as possible.
it's not like I want to attack them or anything. I just don't fully trust. They killed little kitty.
Encapsulated, but yes.
Yeah, they killed poor Widow Katie.
Okay.
Widow Katie can no longer have my magic.
Skeletons whose
They
defense.
hurt. They hurt the thing that I liked a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just liked it a lot.
Oh, by the
I
way,
liked-
Dogma.
After we triggered their
Those two skeletons
security.
are back.
The what?
Well, we didn't trigger it. We walked. Yeah, we triggered it in a way, but it attacked us first. It looked menacing, and it was gonna attack us, or it was attacking us. I don't
Ex-
exactly remember, but Dogma explained it in a way that it was going to attack us if we didn't attack it, and it was a battle that we couldn't avoid.
Attack it or run.
And
Mhm. He explained the situation that it hissed first, then it lunged forward.
It was gonna lunge regardless, but it did hiss first, so there was the option of running. But it doesn't matter. You can view it however you like.
okay, so I'm viewing it this way, and this is why I was hesitant about showing their map, and this is why I kept it secret to us, to our group. And I'm glad we got a picture of the map that they have, because I don't know if I fully trust them. This is me and Caitlin, and this is how I feel about it. How do you feel, Caitlin?
Like I said, I don't trust them whatsoever. Anyways,
Hmm.
my trust is not easily gained. It takes time to build a trust. Nothing's instant,
Cerberus,
and
you
nothing lasts forever.
now notice that Civ is gone.
Oof.
Caitlin and
Which way
Rio,
did she walk towards?
you just blinked and wait. Did your character blink?
Sometimes.
That's fair.
But she beats a 31 passive.
That's adorable. Does your character blink?
She could, but I'm gonna give it to you. You blink, you completely miss where she went, and you look up. Perhaps to tell the. Oh wait, you don't speak. Perhaps to look around completely, and you notice her right on top of Realta and Caitlin.
Okay.
Not threateningly, like, oh, I'm gonna kill these two people. You just did not know she could do this.
Aha, Sif's a traitor.
So they're
She
not.
took
in
my
here?
I've
idea
been
of the
saying
horse.
that
Where's-
the whole
where's the
time.
surprise
I
in that?
swear to God, I have been saying this the whole time, but I don't think that's it. Honestly, in this point, I don't think that's
No, I
it. But
thought
I've
Joshua
literally
took
been
my
saying that the
horse
whole
theory
time.
then.
I've literally written that down in like the last like
Okay.
Nah,
5-6
nah,
sessions we've
Civ's the
had.
big bag evil
Is
guy.
Civ a
So-
spy?
So are Caitlin, Rialta, and Maximilian no longer up in the air?
No, they're still in the air.
No.
180
Still in
feet.
there. I'm taking a picture. I'm taking a picture of
All
scenery
up
right
in
now.
the air now.
Oh my.
And
As Caitlin then states, "Oh, I don't trust these guys. I don't trust these guys.
Well,
1%."
I thought they came back down.
I have
Oh,
never.
okay.
I did not come back down yet since I
Oh.
flew back up.
Realta and
Six, what
Caitlin,
okay.
you then see a.
Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed Civ then. I wouldn't be at the camp.
Oh. I mean, you're still pretty good
What?
perception, so you just notice another third object in the air. As you're eating quail. A quail. That doesn't make sense for this area. Anyways, you're eating a bird. A bird attacked another bird. It's good. A little meaty, but you'll get used to it. Realta and Caitlin, you notice a crystallized disc beginning to form near you, and then you see Civ fall on top of it.
I'll catch her. I mean, no, I feel like she's a traitor, but I'll make sure she doesn't fall to the ground
I mean,
She fell onto a disc.
if I can.
She's standing.
yes, Caitlin, you would know this as Tenzer's disc. Mainly because it's been shown before by your daughter. She looks at the two of you and goes, do you want my 2 cents in this, or are you good?
What do
Hmm.
you think, Civ?
I think we should keep an eye on them. If they have a map to this location regardless, they could become either significant allies or potential threat. In either way, we would need to keep an eye on them one way or the other.
I'm leaning towards threat.
Mhm.
That's for different reasons.
Either way, we would need
Me
to keep
too,
an eye
and
on
I
them.
hold little kitty in my arms.
Maybe you guys should insight them.
Too far.
Currently, Halloween and Jade are currently... Halloween, go ahead and give me a performance.
Do-do-do.
Even with his +5, he still loses. Okay. Basically, Jade and Halu, as you look down, are performing with one another. Halu, violin in hand, dancing, while Jade is also accompanying this. It's a very well choreographed, in under 3 minutes performance. It is inspiring to see.
Can I be
Go ahead.
dancing on my broom?
Yeah,
Like
that's fair.
flying around and dancing at the same time.
While on a broom dancing around. It is a very interesting performance and well choreographed for under 30 minutes. Civ looks towards you, Caitlin. Regardless of that, we should still keep an eye on them. Even if we have their, she looks at Realta, their copy of the map, they still have a map.
Wait, what just happened?
Basically, she says, whether you like it or not, they still have a map, so they can get there eventually.
Well, I don't necessarily worry about them getting there. I just don't know if I trust them to get there with them. I
Well,
think we could beat them. both of the
logically,
maps.
we're here. They're here. We're going to be traveling at a similar pace along similar maps. If there's any divergence, they could probably follow our tracks.
I'm,
I mean, it's not really my choice. I want to convey this with everybody before we make an actual decision, but I really don't
We have
know
badges.
why.
We have badges in stealth mode, so we can
Telekinesis.
telepathy all this.
Telekinesis badges.
Telepathy.
okay.
Telepathy.
I-
I know, I was like, I said it wrong. Sorry. I'm gonna say.
Cerberus, do you ignore the call? You are eating.
Don't have a badge.
You were given one, but you don't have. No, wait, you're not wearing it.
I was given one. They told me to put it in my pocket, and I'm pretty sure on the way out of the city, she gave it to a random kid.
Oh, that's
Feel like that's true and also
troublesome.
highly dangerous. Thank you for letting
Yeah.
me know. Okay. Um,
I'm all like, that's troublesome.
I mean, Relta, you don't even
Like-
know if that, if Cerberus would even talk with you. Doesn't talk, so
But no, she's written to me before, and I like that. She's written to me whenever I've engaged with her, and as often as I can, I engage with her.
no, I get that. I'm just saying that
Fucking busy.
mentally, probably wouldn't talk.
So you want to talk to the squad about your thought?
So you intercept the area that your badge can in the area. Hallowoo, Caitlin, Civ, Gavin has a temporary one. Byroth, all light up. You don't know who is exactly connected, Relta, but anyone with a badge in the area is connected. You assume Cerberus is too, but you remember they don't talk, so they'll probably just listen.
It's all mental, right? Like none of this is being projected for vocally.
Correct. Civ then
Hello?
states, yes, correct. Civ then goes,
Okay.
all right, floor's all yours.
Sorry, my internet is so terrible right now.
We can hear you perfect. Tell us, tell
Okay.
us, tell us.
Okay, good. Mental message. I have. What did I even want to say? I forget. I think I was trying to say I have 2 parts of the map. I don't mind traveling with them necessarily, but I don't really trust them, and I think we should be very cautious of them. And I'd rather not travel with them, but it's up to you guys if we do. And it's okay if we do, we're going to the same place. It's just they kind of seem a little sketchy.
How does Vyroth feel with his insight of 25?
Cora
Are
seems
they-
sketchy. The other 3 seem fine enough.
Then he'll say, one out of their number is hiding something.
You can't tell if it's bad or good. You just know that she's withholding something.
Has secrets.
Fuck, I know what this is,
Dun,
Nice.
dun, dun.
but I won't say anything in case I'm wrong.
You're on the brain line. We're
No, this is-
detectives, man.
No, this is Earl. Earl figured something out. Caitlin didn't figure it
Oh,
out.
not Caitlin.
Alright, so
Gotcha.
yeah, Vyroth will say, overall, no, 3 of them are perfectly honest. Their intentions are true and on their sleeves. They hide nothing. One of their number hides something, but I know not what.
Hmm. Interesting.
And Hollywood's in service. How do you guys feel about traveling with them?
You then
Oh,
remember
well, I
that
guess
Cerberus
Cerberus
didn't
can't.
speak. So they say
Yeah, I'm sorry.
nothing. You imagine.
But Hollywood can talk with the thing, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
So with
And-
Cora, right? I would know nothing about her.
Mm-mm.
Correct.
She just gave you her name
And
and the rest.
I would imply that Cora is the one I don't trust, also.
And real quick, I'm sorry to sidetrack for a minute, but I have a thought about Cerberus. Are me and, before I even start on this, are me and Caitlin ground level, or are we still up in the air?
Still in the
Did
air.
you want to land?
Not just yet. I will want to because I can't talk to Cerberus. Well, I know I won't be able to talk to her. And did
Uh,
we clarify if you know sign language?
I don't think Cerberus does. Also, I understand what you're saying. I just keep making the joke, and I just like it. But yeah,
Okay.
currently you're still in the air.
Okay, never mind then. Disregard everything I said. I'm sorry to sidetrack for a second.
I've asked her if she knows sign language, and then you remembered that all of you only know military sign language. So you
Got it.
kind of just said never mind about that question,
Ca-
and that
Caitlin
was
doesn't even
4
know that.
sessions ago.
I know the fuck out of some Braille though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I learned real sign language, but I don't know.
You could have.
How
I
do
think
you-
I gave you all free language.
Or sign
took
language,
T-speech like a
that was out
fucking
of character.
Byroth has sign language, but he's yet to teach it to you all.
But
I mean, did you learn proper sign language, or did
I
problem is,
I
did
said
We went through a
military
discussion
sign.
on people found
Yes.
out that Evie knew sign language. Everyone said, oh, sign language would be a cool language to have, and I'm pretty sure all of you but one decided that yes, we'll take military sign language as our free language.
It was me. I
which
didn't
wasn't
take
even
it.
the sign language that Evie had in the first place?
But that's neither here or there. Cerberus does not know sign language.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted a way to communicate. Sorry.
That's fine. But
Yep.
Byroth basically says they're fine enough except for Cora. Hollywood, do you need to say anything?
She just simply says that these are fellow performers, so she has no reason to distrust them.
Okay. And Caitlin?
Sounds like a biased opinion to me.
Why are you guys so unconfident with them?
I don't generally trust people I find in the woods randomly. Mama raised me right.
Mm-hmm.
Get to know them, talk to them for 5 minutes. Maybe roll an insight check.
You can. Oh, so
But
Caitlin,
you
aren't you a wood elf?
Trusted
Kaylin is a widow, yeah.
Just saying.
but you trusted the dragon you just met with possibly your life?
Actually,
trust the
Caitlin
dragon.
was the only person who did.
So the
Cait-
only person that actually actively
Caitlin was the only
threatened her
person that
life.
fully trusted the dragon.
I didn't trust it. I haven't trusted the dragon whatsoever.
Trusted
I
it
would-
enough that you should have been dead.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Oh
Well,
yeah, for
I-
that part. But we're getting into semantics.
I think that part was actually distrust too, because I was rolling against it in a way.
But what are we doing right now?
More or less. Basically, Realta, Halu's given the okay. Byroth has stated, yeah, they're fine enough. Just keep an eye on Cora. Caitlin basically judged Halu for trusting performers. I don't know.
That's for trusting
Well,
straight.
I'll take this time also to relate to the badge people mentally that I odd enough to show them the map. So can we please not mention that I have another map?
I mean,
I have
did
no
they not show
problems.
you their map?
I don't see
Do
any
you not
problems.
currently have your map?
That's a poor decision on their part.
What?
I do not see any problem with keeping our maps separate, even if we do travel with them.
When giving them their map back?
It's
Well,
already
they
fading
have
away.
their map.
If you're still in the air, so you still have their map.
We have a
No,
copy of their map. We don't have their
yeah.
map.
They
Can
gave
I
you their
s-
map. You flew up 180 feet to inspect it.
They gave us a copy of their map.
Yeah, and
Was
there
it
was
a
a whole
copy?
thing about
I heard
that they
finding,
gave
but then
you
they took
their
a
map.
picture of it.
It was a copy
No,
of the
they-
map that will slowly, I wouldn't say deteriorate, but vanish after some time.
Right,
And
okay, because I was
and
under
I
the
asked-
understanding it was their map.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, and I asked for the copy of the map politely. I didn't just take it from them. I said, "Can I keep this?" And they said yes. And it was a copy of their map. It wasn't the actual map.
Listen, if you want votes, Byroth is let's move along with these people, but we don't have to share our map with them. They don't even have to share their map with us anymore. but they
Yeah.
can come with us if they want. But we're in
Hmm.
charge.
Harry was in the photo. She doesn't have to show the map. She just wasn't quite sure why they weren't showing in the first place, but now it's been told to her she's not going to mention it, sort of thing.
Okay.
Basically, don't trust strangers that you just met 2 minutes ago. Oh well, at this point it'd be like an hour
And
and,
two
a half ago.
skeletons. And two skeletons attacked us.
You can bring those skeletons back, by the way, Dogma. It's been like
I mean,
well
like,
over a
she's-
minute.
Oh,
Fire would prefer.
Experienced weirdo.
he's bringing something else back. But basically, you guys pretty much decide to bring them with you, or at least travel alongside them. Does Caitlin and Relta? Well, I should ask Caitlin. Do you head down to the ground now?
Once Relta's done with the map, yes.
Okay.
I scooch over on my broom and pat the space for Jade to jump on.
In terms of Caitlin's vote, she votes not to have them around whatsoever.
Okay. Halibu said yes. Spiral said, fine enough. So it's 2 out of 3. Relta, you assume Cerberus is too far away? Or perhaps unable to communicate properly? Do you go look for them to find their answer?
Where's Cerberus at right now? Hold on, sorry. Let me look at this.
Distance away? Like, not
Did you see
physically-
that-
Somewhere randomly lost in the woods, as far as you're concerned.
But I'm
Sorry.
so far up in the air. Do I actually see where you are?
You are?
Through a forest,
Depends on how
treetops.
With
It depends on how
Unlikely.
dense the forest is.
Relta's perception is
Going
pretty high,
on
and you're only hunting,
and
not...
it's customary to be done.
Relta, you can barely see movement in the forest. You can assume it might be Cerberus or something that's got spooked.
But Dogman, did you say that Gavin, the map maker, has a badge?
He's a temporary badge.
It doesn't have the insignia of Section 9, it just has the working structure of it.
Okay, but me and Kaylin are far up in the air, so we can kind of see maybe where Cerberus is.
If we're going on this properly, I'll be rolling a stealth then if I'm actually hunting, and if you're going to be rolling a perception on me, it would be a disadvantage. I will warn you
Yeah.
that.
Honestly, never mind. I wanted to try to, go down and talk to you and ask your opinion, but if you don't want to be seen, I don't want to bother you. You know?
Plus, you
Yeah.
would assume
It's up to
Cerberus
you.
would be
It's up to
back.
you. It's up to you. Cerberus. Rex, it's up to you. Do you want me to try to engage with you at this point, or do you want me to just
If
go
I'm
ahead?
following my bird that's hunting, then I'd be being a little bit more sneaky, so...
Well, honestly, do you want me to try to include you in this, or do you not want to make a decision at all? That's what I want to
I'm
know.
not part of the party, so bear that in mind.
You're not a part of our party that you're a part of.
No,
I
what
got
he-
introduced as Gavin's guard.
Yeah.
I'm not part of the inner
That's
party.
what
I have
Cerberus
nothing to do
means.
with Section 9.
Okay,
Nothing
then
to do
fuck
with the discussions.
Fuck it.
So
fuck
what does
it,
Gavin
never
have to
mind.
say then? What does Gavin have to say about
Hmm.
this?
Cerberus is
Just
making a good point.
fuck it.
So Gavin then states, "Well,
I wanted to engage. I regret it.
Relta, I get it, but the way Cerberus sees it, bodyguard, and that's pretty much it. But you are connected to Gavin, so he simply states, well then, I say bring him along. My bodyguard needs to take care of someone. By the way, do you know where they went?
Your bodyguard.
Yes, they
out
oftentimes go
hunting
hunting.
again.
Oh, well, that's the 3rd time today.
If I had to guess, I'd look for the giant spectral hawk.
It would be pretty stealthy.
Easier to spot at night.
Yeah, fair enough. However, Gavin then
Why would it be easier to spot at night?
Because I assume it glows a bit because it's spectral.
It's not spectral.
Harry
Alright.
just sighs and stands up on a broom and just goes, I got this, whatever, hang on. And I cast Skyrite right in the sky. Cerberus, can you come over, please?
Okay. Cerberus, with your past perception, you can easily see that. Whether you choose to ignore it or not, it's up to you.
I put from Halliwoo below it as well.
That should probably help.
Also, during all this, it's been one thing. Barath would shove this frozen corpse under the fire.
After the bird finds a rabbit or something of similar size, then yes, I would return.
I mean, you've been hunting for a while. You've found a whole bunch of stuff.
Then I'd return with just a single piece.
Okay. You come back with a deer's leg. Single piece. Relta, you then see Cerberus. Civ doesn't really care one way or the other. You also notice that she disappeared. Cerberus, you notice that the third object in the sky is now on the... You assume is on the ground or somewhere else. But you still see Relta and
Relta.
Caitlin in the air.
So, what was Civ's opinion about?
She didn't give it. She just said if we do something or another, they're still going to head there eventually. So better to have
Yeah.
them around and keep an eye on them than to not know where they are.
Yeah, she was.
She gave an uncommittal committal opinion.
It sucks.
Well, she said it's better to have them in your sight than not.
Yeah. Then like make like have them close by even though we don't trust them. Ugh.
Okay, can I just ask, is this still an argument via mind thing? Is this something being discussed in character right now?
I think we're
No,
just...
Barath said his piece, basically. He was like, we only have to watch one of them. The rest of them are okay. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
and that's the whole opinion of all of us, I thought. Like, just
Yep.
keep our eye on them, but we can travel with them.
Everyone stated their opinion about it.
Relta, you see Cerberus in the air? Not... Well, you are in the air. You try to connect with the badge, but it is not connecting. You assume they don't have a badge anymore? Probably why
No,
they
is it-
haven't been answering.
The badge
I
is
just
off?
assume they don't want to talk at all at this point.
Caitlin disconnects
is.
from the badge. She's getting out of the mental call.
I feel like Cerberus just hates us.
Hey, Relta.
Hmm.
Now that we're up here and I know Civ's down there now. I have a query about your little shark that you picked up.
Oh, you bastard. Is
And
that...
I want to get into that so bad, and I meant to message you so many times about it. Oh god. I've been contemplating the whole shard situation since I found it.
I have to know. What's your sin?
Oh, Halloween Civ was doing the exact same thing.
Am I unmuted? Yeah, I'm unmuted. It simply just says, are you okay with them coming along with us?
Civ did the exact
Or
same
do you
thing.
disagree with that?
I love that for miles around, anyone
You get
can
a
see her
look
intentions.
and then just a shrug and a nod.
Nani?
And then a point at Gavin.
He just shrugs, nods, points back. He doesn't know what you're doing.
Just
She's
round
with
the-
Gavin. She'll go with what Gavin says.
Yeah, I know. Gavin
Um,
doesn't know what she's saying.
No, I'm just saying I'm writing on the paper that Gavin agreed to it before if she's going by his word.
Then I'd nod.
Okay. As this is going on, Civ unfolds a large piece of paper. You don't know where she got this. Rialta, you look down as Caitlin says what you're saying, and you see Civ holding a large piece of paper with something scrawled on it, just written. Cerberus says whatever Gavin says.
I look at Caitlin. I feel like I feel like it might be
Question
wrath
Dogma,
at this
is that
point.
just going off my actions or is that something else?
You don't know, but you look at the paper.
If it's anything to do with the mind, she can't connect.
You don't know. You assume it's the gestures, but you do look
If
at...
she can bypass the ring of mind shielding, I'm just going to call heavy bullshit on her. Because that's fucked.
You don't know, but outside the game, she's just going by the gestures.
Okay. Just had to clarify for player sake of mind.
Yeah, probably don't worry about that. Maybe worry about other things.
These shards of sin don't have as much control over you as Fyroth truly believes about it.
I have concerns.
Fire out,
know
you're not there.
nothing about these
Shh,
Ah.
buddy.
stupid 100 feet in the air.
They're also
Yay,
talking out
fly
loud
speed.
now, not through the badge.
Fair enough.
I mean, I don't have to. I don't know if we're talking that
Can I
loud.
connect? I want to connect on the call and just ask. So, what you doing up there?
Nobody can hear me, Caitlin.
Yeah.
No,
And I
no.
see
She
this.
connects via the call. She's mentally calling you right now.
Oh. I feel like that's cheating, but I
Mental-
like the idea.
No. It's just because they haven't immediately come down after we've all agreed on this.
Yeah, I get it.
They're still
It's
up there
fair.
talking.
But we haven't
just-
all agreed on it.
I just
Caitlin-
like the mental
Caitlin said,
image of
"Hell no."
Hallyu on her like broom, kind of waggling her feet, being like, "So what you thinking about?"
Okay, so have we agreed on it and have we not?
Most of the
Caitlin said she
team-
didn't want them. She didn't want them there whatsoever. But Caitlin will go whatever the party wants.
Yeah, basically.
We've got 3 yeses: me, Hallyu, and Gavin.
Relta agreed on whatever the party wants. Caitlin agreed whatever the party wants. So pretty much.
But she
yes.
personally said no.
Yeah, personally, she
Okay.
said.
Caitlin said no. And I was just trying to figure out what everybody wanted to do and rage.
I would say it's not long enough for Halloween to be suspicious about them talking about something until a certain point. I will tell you when that happens.
Okay.
I
Because
think you should attune to this weapon. Look into
Roll.
its power.
Caitlin, roll persuasion. And
Oh.
and I've been wanting to do this since I found this actually.
You really want me to roll persuasion?
roll persuasion.
Yes, and I want me to roll. What would I roll against persuasion?
Insight.
Insight. I'm also gonna finally use that bardic inspiration. This is what I was saving it for.
It
So,
would be gone
is it a
by now,
D10 now?
Caitlin.
Jesus.
It depends on how long it lasts.
It's been long
Not
enough.
long enough.
Alright,
That's
so
been way
use,
past it.
sorry, what did Rialta have to roll against
Insight.
that furiously
Insight.
high roll?
Insight.
Oh great.
Insight.
Alright,
And
well,
that's not
prepare to
using
be-
your shard plus, right?
Of course it is.
Ah. Yeah, 150 up.
You want to use that?
150 feet up in the air, you finally do it, so I can't
180.
witness it. It was, for some
It was
reason,
not one anyway.
yeah.
I'm sure it doesn't even matter if you use the shard or not.
I mean,
sorry.
the reason why it's on because I never turn it off because I never feel like going into my macro, and every time I have
No,
it on,
I
I'll
get
take
that.
it off.
I understand, because normally you're not using it in this kind of a situation. But I feel like in this situation,
I would be, yeah.
I might be persuaded to you attune to it, but I don't know how long it'll take. How long does it take to attune to it?
Roughly
1
a
hour.
short rest.
Okay,
However, you can attune
can I just
as you're walking along. However, at this point, Halloween, you would
I-
be a little suspicious about why it's taking them so long.
character, can I just put my own thought into mind? Didn't Ramon tell us all that these things are dangerous without having restrictors on them?
Yes.
Yep.
But you don't know that I have the shard out at all.
The reason why
You know you have the
Yeah,
shard.
this is not a
No.
character she's talking
Out
about.
of character, me just telling you that you know as a thing that Ramon puts restrictors on them for the sake of safety.
My
And right now,
original
the shard
goal
is not-
was, and this is why I haven't attuned to it yet, was to get back to section 9, have Ramon look at it, and then attune to it or whatever. But I'm
just
kind
so
of angry
goddamn
now.
convincing.
basically Realta emotionally
The other thing, though, Robert,
doing this rather
Zaya's
than
character
logically.
does know you have it.
Hmm?
Zaya's
I don't
character
know if she
does know
currently
you
has
have
it out, is what she's
No.
saying.
Was it a
No,
secret?
No,
It's
I have
already
it out. I
out?
put it in my
Oh, out.
bag.
Okay, I thought you
put
said
it-
have it.
I put
Yeah.
it in my bag of holding forever ago when I was really calm and like cheery
Yeah.
to everybody.
Yeah, no,
No,
I
no.
misheard. I thought you said that she didn't know that you had it,
No.
not that you had it out.
Mm,
No,
no.
it was a letter.
But I'm
Saying is that-
100 and
Yeah.
But Relta, you
I'm
know it'll
150
take
up in
some
the air
time.
right now, and nobody knows what me and Caitlin are talking about.
Yeah, that's true. Relta, you know it'll take a short rest. Right now, while you're walking, you could attune to it.
Still 150 feet up in the air.
180. At this time though, Halabu, you would wonder what they're talking about at this point.
So you
Oh.
can cue in on your little chat thing, but you have no idea what we've been talking about.
It's not the cat, it's literally through the badge.
I think she
She
meant
said,
chat.
she
not
said,
cat.
she said Chad, but the H in the word got cut out by the ladder mortars.
I'm lagging really bad, and I don't know why. I apologize.
It's not like you control
The
the
thing
internet.
of it is I'm literally putting you back on the call sort of thing that we were on before.
You basically get
Caitlin,
called
Caitlin
back.
checked out.
Which Polywoo might be able to, but I don't know. I might be far gone right now.
Can I can't tell if Byroth would be more concerned with traveling with a rando or how long they've been up there. Because I've expressed multiple times concern with Caitlin and encouraging people into doing shit.
No, okay.
I
I'm just
have.
gonna say out of
We had a
character,
whole
it-
conversation about it.
Really, yeah.
That's crazy, wild, insane.
Yeah, no, I think if
Character.
Halliwoo is like, I think maybe we should contact them, Byroth would definitely be like, wait a minute.
I mean, Rialta's been through a lot in the past couple of sessions. She found her
Caitlin's been there
village.
for you, buddy. Don't
Or
worry about it.
She revisited her already. She knew it was destroyed village, had a burial for them, then
Mm-hmm.
had some other conflicts, and
Rialta, mentally, you would be susceptible to this. Byroth, if you want to go, wait a minute, this could be dangerous. Go ahead and roll insight, and maybe you can put 2 and 2 together. It'll be tough, but because you've been keeping an eye on Caitlin, which is why I'm allowing you this roll.
I have.
Can I roll
Yeah.
something against it at least?
I already have a set DC.
Alright,
I'd say
insight.
my thing
Come
was
on, I'm good at
simply-
insight.
However,
My
Halabu
thing was
does-
simply.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, I simply,
22.
out of character, have not trust Caitlin from the start.
That's bad.
That is fair. Byroth, you missed it. Not by a lot, unfortunately, but you did miss
Oh,
it.
I needed a 25, you monster.
Yay!
Nope.
wait, are you using? Hold on.
You needed a 23.
You do have your badge inspiration.
No, time
Oh.
out. Not only that.
That
Do I
was
Yes, I'm
still
using
have
it, by the
Bardic
way.
Inspiration?
you have your
Do I
badge.
still
badge.
have?
You have your badge that you have, but
I'll use it.
no.
But wait, before
I'm
that,
not gonna allow
before
you
that,
to, because that would be, what's it called again? Metagaming.
Because it was
Ca-
after the
Caitlin-
decision, not after the roll.
Mhm.
You're right.
But
Alright.
before all that, can you hear me?
Yes.
Look at chat. Look
Okay.
at chat, Rota.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't see it. It's so tiny.
I mean Discord.
I'm looking at
arrogant
no,
you.
I'm looking at the whatchamacallit, the feed, the news feed, the whatever chat. But Caitlin, are you able to use the shard persuasion? Is that on there?
Of course it's on there.
Yeah.
I'm attuned to the weapon.
You can't. You gotta negative that against your teammates.
Only
You
if I'm calm.
signed a contract not to use it against your teammates.
I didn't sign
So-
anything.
Oh, yeah,
you
no,
did.
you did.
You signed it with Evie and Maria around.
Did I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Byroth made you sign it with Ramon.
Oh, you've just
I
lost the
apologize,
contract.
Caitlin. I'm
And
so
now you've lost
sorry,
the Spin
but-
Blade as well.
No,
No,
you just
the
have
blade's
to
still
minus
there,
that from the
but
persuasion.
something-
No, but if he goes through with using the Sin Blade on it, the forfeit was
But-
losing the Sin Blade.
Is that your
Alright,
intent? Are you
Caitlin-
trying to use that against your teammates right now, or did you just forget to take it off of your roll?
If you decide,
Oh, I'm using it.
okay, something happens. You don't lose the Sin Blade, but something happens. Relta, all this still happened. All this is still viable, but something is gonna happen, and I'm not gonna tell you what.
Darn my evil nature.
However,
Sign contracts.
you
So
know,
many times I warned you about this in person and in chat.
I'm gonna
There's nothing I
say,
can do. There's nothing I can in character. See, here's the problem with that contract. There's nothing I can in character wise do to turn off its +2 to my persuasion check.
That's why you okay. Look, you're supposed to roll it and then be like minus this much.
Relta, I understand you're trying to
Also
say
get rid of
Caitlin,
the
Caitlyn,
because-
disadvantage.
but Caitlyn already stated
It's-
she's using it. Something is
Yeah.
gonna happen, I'm
But
afraid.
are you using it intentionally, or are you trying to minus that effect? That's what I want to know.
He said
she
he's using it intentionally.
Oh god damn it, Caitlin! I gave you an out. Why?
Too late.
When
This
I
is
when
why
I make a
we
mistake,
said
I
we
go
don't
into it.
trust Caitlyn.
All this
Feels
still happens.
bad.
I am gonna,
It feels bad on my part. I vouched for you.
am gonna say at this point you're on the ground. Relta, you've already been persuaded to do so. You can do it whenever you decide to. Caitlyn,
Rosa, I'll give
something's
you a
gonna
safe
happen
place
to you.
Can
How-
I
I'm
ask
okay with that.
By the time we landed, I've already started attuning to it because of the persuasion roll that was affected, and
Okay.
I felt it. I felt it even if
The
Oh,
persuasion was
They
so
weren't
good that
using
even
it.
during a crash landing, you were like, "This is the right thing."
You're not
it
crashing.
was not a crash landing. It was a gentle landing, and it was. I started attuning to it up in the air
Yeah.
while you guys were talking about this stuff.
All right. As they landed on the ground, how do you were saying something?
I need to ask two serious questions right now. One, do I see her attuning to the Sim Blade?
As they land on the ground, they walk over, I assume, and you see her have
Yeah, I
the
am
blade
walking
out,
over to check on them.
but you don't know if she's attuning to it.
Does Briar see this? Do we need what kind of passive perception do we need to see this?
Can you see magic?
Can Rialta at this point walk off into?
Can you
a
see her
little
holding
direction
it?
and set up a
Is the
tent
question.
and-
No, the question is, can you see
Bother me?
magic? She can have the blade out and not attune to it. Unless you can see magic viably, you don't know if she's attuning or not.
Yeah, but no, I think Soap was asking if he can also see the blade.
Oh yeah, it's there.
See that the blade is visibly out. So the first question will be, Rialta?
But I'm not near enough for you guys to talk to me, yeah?
She said
I'm
she
right
got off
next
and
to
walked
you.
away.
She walked
And
towards you.
near enough to them.
She walked away and set up a tent where she could privately do something. She said,
Oh yeah, that's true.
and I'm casting
Alright.
tiny hut next to
If
her.
she's setting up a tent, I have a quick question then.
What
She
was that?
started attuning to it. If one hand is occupied with the blade, how are you going to set up a tent?
Don't worry, I'll
Setting
help
up
her.
a tent is not a 5-minute ordeal when it's one person.
I
doing
have a
it.
quick question.
I'm not setting up the tent. Caitlin's setting up the tent.
I'm mostly setting up tiny hut though.
Yeah. Byrolf, what was that?
Yeah.
Right.
If I have a reaction, I would like to cast heat metal on the blade.
Counter
Uh,
I-
Go ahead
Mhm.
and roll sleight of
Counter
hand.
spell.
Oh, he's the one attacking the party.
Counterspell, the counterspell. Byroth, go ahead and roll sleight of hand in order to beat Tiny Hut's manifestation.
Sleight of hand. Oh no.
Also, you have to roll for that one.
I have to roll for what now?
If
No,
dropkick counter spells, though, the spell's already broken for casting Tiny Hut.
No, I mean counter spelling my counter spell. I'm forced to
I
cast
meant
it at
to-
5th level.
No, sorry, I meant to do that at higher level.
Yeah, no, just so everyone's clarified,
Okay,
because
I
I,
have
don't
to
know
roll
if
the
we're
sleight
all
of
on the
hand no
same
matter
page
what.
here.
Sorry.
Dropkick started with Tiny Hut, turn
Mhm.
1. Turn 2, Byroth went to use counterspell.
No,
Turn
no,
3.
no. I did not.
You,
That was not
no
me.
heat metal. Sorry, you using heat
Yes.
metal? Yeah.
Yes.
Turn 3. Caitlyn used reaction, which breaks the counterspell casting of a minute. So that's forfeit to use counterspell. Then turn 4, Halliwoo used counterspell to counterspell drop kicks.
I will say,
So there's no tiny hut going up at the moment because that spell's been broken.
I get that. I do. But you guys reacted far faster than I thought you would. Basically, what I was gonna say, Byroth would have to roll sleight of hand anyways. Caitlyn would not have a chance to see him do heat metal, so that counterspell is inert regardless. In doing so, the other counterspell would go down, unless you're doing it to counter the hut.
Okay,
Wait,
my
what?
literal reason for this right now is because 1, the Simblade is physically out, and 2, Caitlyn is physically casting magic with the Simblade out,
Mhm.
and 3, I don't trust her. So, if she was casting spells, I would counter spell. But
You know what Tiny Hut is, though.
You know Tiny Hut's going up. So immediately, I'm gonna ask Halliwoo because this is what matters. Do you cast it on the hut?
yes,
All right then. Immediately, Byroth, your roll is no longer effective. Realtek, well, it still works, but
Well, I
Realtek
made my
has to roll
13.
a Constitution save against, or let go of the blade.
Roll Constitution. I'm really.
Okay.
I wanna attune to it at this point.
Con save from Rialta.
So, you are you
9.
so are you counterspelling my thing?
Yeah,
I counterspelled your tiny
You
hut.
counterspelling my tiny? Okay.
Caitlyn, you
I grabbed
are...
the Simblade.
And can
No,
I use
you
any?
don't. Because now my thing triggers a lot sooner than I thought.
Uh-oh.
Rauta, you let go of the blade, it's still by you, but the tiny hut shatters around you. Byroth, you hit the blade with metal, burning it. She lets it go, you notice. And Cerberus, you see a mark burned into Rauta's hand. Unfortunately. However,
I'm
Caitlyn...
Any
fire
relevance?
resistant. Does that have anything to do with anything right now?
You,
by the
you
way,
have to damage.
You have the damage, but the
I
problem-
still drop it.
you
I
still...
don't want to drop it. Can I?
She does- she
just
she doesn't-
stop
she doesn't-
attuning to it.
She doesn't
You
drop the
failed the
Simblade,
con
though.
save.
No.
Let me finish. It's still next to you.
I'm
You can pick it
sorry.
up. It's fine. Caitlyn goes for the blade and tries to grab it. Immediately gets hit with 8d6 points of damage.
No,
Oh, dang.
I didn't want anybody to get hurt by this.
No. Your blade isn't hurting.
Contracts, I guess.
Do I roll that, or...?
I do.
I still pick up the blade and check
Is
on
it by any chance
Caitlyn.
radiant damage?
No,
It's my blade.
I'm not that mean. You get hit for 34 points of damage. You do not know what kind of type of damage.
Do
it
I
does.
know that it was aimed at Caitlyn or me for the
Caitlyn,
blade?
Caitlyn
It was
specifically,
aimed at Caitlyn?
her
And
blade
who shot it?
immediately lit up, caging her in a
What?
weird system and painfully hurting her as she tried to grab another blade. Rauta, you go for the blade again and it immediately disappears.
My shard?
Yes,
No.
you do not know where it went. Cerberus, you don't know where it went with your perception check. That blade is
Caitlyn,
gone.
Caitlyn would roar out in fucking pain because 34 damage, that's a third of her HP.
As we end the session
Wait, and
for today, we're left with a
What?
lot of questions.
what?
I ruined everything. Oh my god.
Nani?